What's up, you guys? Here we are at the club going over 3 basic beginner jiu-jitsu sweeps that you can do from closed guard, okay? We're gonna start out with our first one, the one that I use the most, the easiest one in my opinion. It's called the scissor sweep, okay? So here I am, putting my partner in closed guard here, all right? I'm going to grab a 2-on-1 on their arm, at the elbow, at the wrist. I'm holding this to my chest. From here, I take the opposite leg. I put it on the ground and I start to escape my hips. And all this really means is go away from them. I'm shrimping away from them, okay? This opens up space for my knee to now go across my partner's waist, all right? When my knee goes across my partner's waist, my other leg is going down by their knee, and I am going to off-balance them. I'm going to give them some kazushi, some off-balancing by pulling them towards me. This makes their legs very, very light, and then I scissor my legs over, okay? Be sure to get on top to finish your sweep. That is the scissor sweep. The second sweep we're going to be talking about is a very common one. It's very good when your opponent or partner is starting to back away from you from closed guard, okay? So here's a situation. Maybe I've been spending some time pulling on my partner, pulling them, and this time they're resisting and they're leaning away from me. Anytime I see someone really leaning back on their own legs like this from closed guard, I like to use this opportunity to go up and get them and go through them with our next sweep. It's called a hip bump sweep. When you're practicing this sweep, it can be tricky to just kind of start going up. So you can practice building a little bit of momentum with your shoulders. You can pretend that you're even riding on a roller coaster with your hands in the air going around. Obviously, probably not going to do this when you're actually rolling, but when you're drilling it to get the real effect, I would definitely mess around with this tactic. I'm building momentum, I'm on my roller coaster, I'm coming up to my elbow, to my hand, and now I've opened my guard and I'm planting my far foot on the ground, hard. As I reach past my partner's arm, I'm collecting their arm. Once again, my leg stays low and I'm driving them over. I'm bumping them with my hip, hence the hip bump sweep. Our third and final sweep from the closed guard is one that I really like to use. It lends into a lot of attacks in this larger system of closed guard. That's why I like this next one. You can use it to get triangles as you become more advanced. You can use it to take the back, and you can definitely use it as a sweep like we're gonna use right now, okay? This next one is called the pendulum sweep for one specific reason. We have to generate momentum with our body with the pendulum, all right? So I'm gonna start out by doing this. My partner and I are lined up straight, okay? I don't want this anymore. I wanna take the arm and I wanna bring my partner to the side of him. Don't fall into the trap of just using your arms to do this. That's not very realistic. You have to use your knees and your legs as one unit to lift the person up towards you, okay? As I'm lifting them towards me, I'm guiding one of their arms past me to the same side as their other arm. Once I've done this, I'm holding them down by reaching over their back and grabbing onto their lat muscle or almost inside of their armpit. Once I've done this, it's important that I get off of my back and I get onto the side of my body. I just turn my legs like this, and now I'm on the side of my hip, okay? From here, I'm gonna reach underneath my partner, all the way down underneath their leg, like this. And now the fun begins. We start our pendulum sweep. Practice this a few times by kicking your leg up and down and rocking like a rocking chair. And eventually, when you kick up towards the ceiling, you're gonna turn 90 degrees under your partner and sweep them over. Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, up. I turn, and now I'm kicking them down, and I end up on in mount, okay? Obviously, slap an arm bar on. That was a last minute addition there, okay? There is some truth to practicing your sweeps and practicing attacks immediately after them, because it's good to train your body and mind to do things chronologically as if you would in a match or a round or a roll, okay? So go ahead, give these 3 sweeps a try. Once again, we have the scissor sweep where we're scissoring our legs. That's why we call it a scissor sweep. We have the hip bump sweep where we're going into them because our partner's going away from us. We're literally bumping them with our hips, the hip bump sweep. And then finally, the pendulum sweep where we're building momentum, similar to a pendulum, building momentum, or it reminds me kind of also of if you ever have ridden a skateboard in a half pipe, how you pump and build momentum. So anyways, go ahead, give all 3 of these sweeps a try.